meet in this race?
Yeah, I was looking for a chance to pretty much test my wheels where I'm at. Like, training's been going better than it's ever been going, and I think I'd run 146 a handful of times, over the past 2-3 years at this point, and I've never really got to. It's always a similar race to this where I'm just testing myself, seeing where I'm at, no real pressure. And I had 145 for sure on my mind. I'm like, I feel like 144 maybe, but I feel like I kind of have to set up a race for that. And I've never been in that kind of speed area, but after today, I'm confident I can have a 144 in me based on how that felt, and it just gives me a lot of confidence going into obviously the biggest race so far in 2 weeks.
The 1500 worldwide, even the U.S., is so loaded, so stacked. And it's this event that everyone wants to watch. Like, what's it like getting ready for the trials, knowing that there's like a lot of eyeballs on this event?
It's awesome. Yeah, I mean, 3 years ago, I guess at this point, I was in college and striking on all cylinders, and it was a cherry on top going into this USA's, and now my third pro season. It's an expectation to make that team, but at the same time, I remind myself that this is exactly where I always dreamed of being, and I have to really just take advantage of that. But the 1500 worldwide and USA wide is as strong as it's ever been, I feel like, and being able to compete for a team with that, I know I'm going to look back when I'm older and be happy I was a part of it. And like I said, just taking advantage of that, because it's truly a unique opportunity.
Yeah.
A little bit of a strange race tonight with a negative split. Is that kind of something you were expecting coming in?
Not necessarily. I think, I don't know, the 800, like I said, I don't race it a ton, and I think it's a race that you do really have to figure out. Opposed to a 1500 and a 5K, it's more fitness-based. And the 800 is kind of, you should run it the right way. And tonight I was, I know 52 and 52 is, 144. So I was just in the back of my head, I was like, well, as long as I'm 51, 52, I'll be happy with that and just see what I have left. And there was a little bit of traffic, and that just, again, gives me more confidence knowing that I was a little boxed in, had to work around it, and still had that finishing speed. So I was happy with it. Did not put a lot of expectations on this race, but knew that I'm fitter than I've ever been, so it would be a good race. Yeah.
What's the next 2 weeks look like for you before the Olympic trials?
Yeah, just based in Eugene, Oregon, my old stomping ground, so very comfortable there, and we've done this a few times, so I'm feeling really confident. 2 weeks to go. It's, a lot of the work's done, not all of it, and of course, we're going to have a lot of season after the trials even, so it's all about timing at this point, and I don't trust anyone more than Ben Thomas to get me there, so feeling really good.
The last 3 years, you probably almost feel like a seasoned veteran by now, don't you?
Yeah, definitely feel more experienced, but those nerves never go away, and it sucks a little bit, and then I'm like, if I get nervous about it, that means I know I'm going to do good. I know I put myself in the right position, so again, feeling really good.
Being this sharp and this healthy so early in the year, it's the first time you've had that advantage for the past couple of years. You've had some injuries in the spring in the past. How much confidence does that give you going into the trials?
Yeah, a lot of confidence, because like I said, coming out of college, everything was going so perfect and so great. I think that's the case for a lot of people, and you might not have a bad season, but in this sport, everyone's going to get injured. It's a matter of, if not wins, or win, not if. So, having those ups and downs, and I know in the back of my head, I always say, if I get to that line healthy, then I know no one can beat me with my training. So, on my way to get to that line.